used to believe that checking my phone just for a second would help me be on top of everything. But it turns out that those seconds added up to hours. And my kids noticed before I did. Let me show you how I fix that. Hi, I'm Catherine Lazardo. I'm a thriving ADHD mompreneur and lawyer. Pro tip, you can watch this video at 1.5x speed to save time. Let's get started. Mom, put your phone down. Let me show you how I fixed my phone addiction and got my time back. I used my 3-step action formula. Just as a reminder, it's eliminate, execute, and simplify. For this video, when I show you my phone setup, we'll talk about the eliminate first, which is eliminate your frictions and your distractions when using your phone. And frictions are things that are stopping you from being productive. I have a separate video about frictions that explains that more in detail. But for our purposes, frictions are apps that are stopping you from being productive and any other features of your phone that stops you from being productive. And the second part of this video is we'll talk about the execution part, which is how do you execute with your phone with ease and clarity so that you can be very productive as opposed to very distracted. I'll show you my phone setup first and then we'll break it down in detail. So let's get started. The first step to eliminating your frictions and distractions using your phone is to customize your lock screen. That eliminates never getting it back after losing it. Now, ADHDers, we will lose our phone at least once in our lifetime. Neurotypicals lose their phone as well. More so us, we tend to lose our keys, our wallets, our glasses, our slippers, you name it. So, to prevent your phone never going back to you or taking time, this is what I did. On my lock screen right here, the lock screen is the screen that you see when you look at the phone before you even enter your PIN, your passcode, or your Face ID. So on my lock screen, it says, if you find this phone, please call. And then I have my husband's phone number here that I blocked out right now. And then it says, thanks. So if a stranger picks up my phone that I just lost in a crowded park, he or she can look at my phone, call my husband right away, and then arrange for my phone's return so I can get my phone back. I have found a phone before in a crowded area, and the first thing I see is a picture of a mom with her daughter. And now I have to match the faces of the mom and the child with the faces I'm seeing in the crowd. And that took a while. I have justice sensitivity, which means it's a trait for ADHDers. It means that we want to right any wrongs, and making sure that the phone that I found was returned to its owner was very important for me. So I took the diligence and time to find that person. But if it was someone else, their phone could have landed in a lost and found or put back on the ground. But if it wasn't a lost and found and there's several lost and found, who knows if the owner would have called the right lost and found. So you see how that person might not have found their phone back. But for me, this is one way of me ensuring that I get my phone back. And I wrote this note really fast and simple and easy. I just used my Notes app, which is the app that's built in to my phone. I type that, I screenshot it, and then I use the screenshot as my wallpaper for my lock screen. There, it took me like 20 seconds to get that all done so that I will make sure my phone gets back to me. Before we move on to the second step, I wanted to show you how my phone is set up and then we'll break it down. So this is my phone that you see that's attached right now to my computer. This is my home screen. This is the second screen, third screen, fourth screen, fifth screen, sixth screen, seventh, eighth, nine is when you see all the app libraries. I remember my son the other day was checking out my phone and he was swiping and goes, Mom, what happened to your apps? They're all gone. And I had to explain to him that this is how I set up my phone for productivity. Now, let's break it down how I set it up this way and the why of why I set it up this way to be productive. The second step of eliminating frictions and distractions from your phone is to eliminate tempting apps from the four bottom apps. And what I mean is this. These are the four bottom apps that stays there regardless of where I swipe on my phone. So if you have your social media here, your social media will always be tempting you, for example. So I don't have any tempting apps here. And when we talk about the execute phase, I will explain in detail why I chose these four apps. But first, if there are any social media apps here or apps that don't make you productive, make sure to take that out of these four bottom apps so that they don't tempt you the moment you turn on your phone. The next step is to move tempting apps to the far right screens of your home screen. This eliminates distracting apps and increases friction. What I mean is when I turn on my phone, this is my home screen, as I mentioned. I don't have any of my tempting apps here, meaning apps that usually makes me stay on the phone for hours when I just said I'm just gonna check my phone for just a second, and then it turns into hours because I've been doom scrolling on my social media. So none of my social media are on my home screen. Instead, for example, if YouTube is your tempting app, it shouldn't be on your home screen. Instead, I have it to the far right of my home screen as much as possible. So let's count how many screens that I have to swipe before I reach my social media. This is screen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my social media folder with my social media app. So it takes a while and it increases the friction because as I'm swiping, I'm telling myself, I should probably not be using my social media right now. So if you haven't yet, if you have your YouTube or your social media here on the home screen, go ahead and pause this video and move those apps as far as possible to the right of your home screen. The next step is to move messaging apps like text, WhatsApp, to the far right screens of your home screen. This eliminates seeing the distracting red circle with the number of unread messages. Like the tempting apps, text messages and WhatsApp, anything that has that red circle with the number of how many unread that you haven't done yet. If you have that on your home screen, the moment you open your phone, you see it on your home screen, you will be tempted to press on it. That's why they have that red circle with the glaring number. So my text message is not on the home screen. Instead, I have to swipe 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where you can see my messaging app and my WhatsApp here, even my emails, so that I don't see any of those unread numbers glaring at me as soon as I open up my phone. The next step is to move social media apps in one folder. Then move that folder to the far right screens of your home screen. Again, that eliminates distractions and it increases friction, meaning it increases the chance of stopping you from accessing your social media. As I showed you before, my social media is in a folder, so I swipe several times to get there. Oops, I just passed it. There's my social media folder. If I click on that folder, it shows up. So that's where all my social media apps are. And how to put an app in a folder is very simple. Let me show you real quickly. Let's say LinkedIn, I want to take that out from that folder. I press and hold LinkedIn here on my phone and I go edit home screen. Everything starts wiggling and then I just hold that and pull it over here. Now, if I want to put LinkedIn back, I just press LinkedIn again and move it back to the folder right there. And then now when I clicked on the folder, LinkedIn is right there. And you can change the label right here by pressing X and then type social media. That's it. Done. And then when you're done, just click the done button right there. That simple. By having them all in one folder, the social media apps are not scattered everywhere, all over one page, even that is making you more want to go to your social media apps. So, this is one way for you not to see them because they're little. Step is to turn off notifications in settings, especially social media. And this is how you do it. For me, when I have to look for anything on my phone, I swipe down. There you go. I swipe down so the search bar shows up. And then instead of typing settings, you can do that too. So the setting shows up. I specifically type notification so that I get there much faster. Notifications, and then I click on my phone, and then now I'm in the notifications. And what I do is, as you can see, for example, right here, everything is off. So if you click on this side, that's where you can toggle to green or gray, and I'll tell you that you allow notifications, but I don't want notifications, so I'm going to toggle that so that it's gray. And then when I click the back, it'll say that it's off. As you can see, pretty much everything is off for me, especially the social media apps, so that none of them will be tempting me with any notifications whatsoever. To ask yourself for each app, do I use this app to get the right things done? If you answered no, you can do one of these two steps with that app. First, you can delete the app from your phone completely or remove that app from your home screen. Delete the app is helpful if you've never really used that app for a while now. You downloaded it one time and then you forgot all about it. So it's just taking up space on your phone. So go ahead and delete that app. But if it's an app that you regularly use, but it's just not helping you get the right things done, then it's helpful to remove that app from your home screen. And let me show you how. I added Amazon right here on my home screen just as an example. But Amazon, if I use this question, do I use Amazon to get the right things done? I don't, not for my business. This is actually distracting me all the time and makes me want to click on it and find a good deal. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press and hold on the Amazon icon. There you go, edit home screen, and everything starts wiggling. And when you see this, click on that part right here, and it shows you that remove Amazon. Removing from home screen will keep the app in the library. You either remove from home screen, delete the app, or cancel it. Again, deleting the app means you delete it completely from your phone. If you don't want to do that or accidentally deleted it, you can always download the app again. And then what I recommend is remove from home screen. What that means is you won't see it on your home screen anymore, but it's still in your phone so you can search for it. So I'm going to remove the Amazon from my home screen right there. So you can't find it there anymore. Now, when I need to use Amazon and I turn on my phone, I can be more intentional by searching it by swiping down, pulling up the search bar right here, and let's say I press the X that Amazon wasn't there. I'm like, okay, I need Amazon to buy supplies for my office. I press Amazon. Now the app shows up. I press the app and then I buy what I need to buy and then leave that app and turn off my phone. Done. I didn't get distracted by having to swipe and look for where's Amazon. Oh, wait, there's my social media app. Let me go ahead and go on YouTube or Instagram. I'll just be just a sec. And then hours later, you're still on your phone doom scrolling because that what has happened to me so many times. So these are the steps that I implemented for my phone setup to eliminate frictions and distractions so that when I do step two on my three-step action formula, and step two is execution, then I can really just hyper focus when I'm using my phone. Now that we've talked about how to eliminate frictions and distractions from your phone, in the next video, we'll talk about the execution mode, how to execute with ease and clarity using your phone. I'll see you in the next video, and I appreciate you.